Hey Shellheads, welcome back to the channel. F here with F TV. And I'm going to try something new. If this works, then I'll do it every week. If it doesn't work, then I will never do this again. But essentially, what I want to do is very quickly go through the week's events and give you basically like a quick do this, don't do that, save your resources, use your resources type deal. So this week's tournament is going to be April, Nick April. She's relatively easy to farm. So whether or not you want to go like super hardcore with this, that's going to be up to you because you can farm her. But I mean, if you get all the way to Master League, right, you are going to get 50 shards of her, so or 50 DNA. So that's actually not bad, right? If you just hit Master 1, that's 40, right? Shogun 1's 25. Samurai's 10, so it kind of drops off after that. Really, I would say if you're not going to go for at least 25, then don't do it at all, right? Because again, you can farm her. But April is a very good character, so if you don't already have her near max, I would go ahead and do this tournament. All right, so in terms of this week's challenges, we've got quite a few here, right? So Classic Carnage, absolutely do this. And the main reason is because, okay, so I have to preface all this, of course, by saying you can only do some of these if you're high enough level, right? So stage 7 and 8 is what you want to get to in Classic Carnage. If you cannot get to stage 7 and 8, do not do this. It's not worth it because you can farm these Ninja Turtles here from Gauntlet and Bebop and Rocksteady. It's like, I mean, if you want to do these two stages, that's fine, but don't go further unless you can get to 7 and 8. 7, of course, is going to give you Classic Shredder, and 8 is going to be one of the very few places you can actually get Krang DNA, and it's not going to be much. It's like 1, right? So you can probably get like 5 or something the whole week or whatever. 7, 8, whatever the amount is. It's the only place to get it. So yes, if you can do stage 7 and 8. Otherwise, if you want to farm Rocksteady and Bebop, do stages 1 and 2, and then don't do anything else. Girl power. From a high level, I would say don't do this at all. I think this is a complete waste. I do realize that this is one of the few places where you can actually farm with these 3 ladies, Angry April, Shinigami, and Alopex. I wouldn't do it though. Like do stage 5, right? I think going to stage 5 is good. The commitment to get to stage 7 to get Angry April and the return on investment on her, I don't think it's worth it, right? And Shinigami, I mean, she's only worth it for her looks. She's a terrible character in terms of functionality. In terms of aesthetic, she's 5 stars all the way. So that one I'll leave up to you. But I don't think in general this girl power is worth it unless you were trying to farm April. In that case, farm stage 2 and then don't do anything else. Unless you wanted to farm Alopex, in that case, farm stage 5, and then it's not really worth it past stage 5 at all. Rise to the Technodrome is really, really difficult, insanely difficult. So only do this if you can absolutely complete it, because again, it's the only place you're going to get Krang and Classic Shredder DNA outside of tournaments. The Platinum gear for allies, of course, you have to do it, right? There's some pretty good allies in this. You can actually only use the opposite characters, right? So these are like the foot people. So, but yes, you're going to want to do that. The Raph's Rage. So this one's difficult because of the fact that this is the characters that you can use. And there's not really a good 5 here, right? There's really not. So this is very, very hard. It's got some relatively good DNA. Like the DNA you're going to want to go for is LARP Raph and Vision Quest Raph. Classic Raph is also very good, but again, you can farm him somewhere else. Movie Raph is not terrible. I mean, all the Raphs are great, but the characters that you have to use in order to do this challenge, this is a rough ass 5. So I would save my Save my cheesicles for that one. And then Vigilantes, if you don't have the Mutanimals, I would definitely do this quest, this challenge, because the Mutanimals are pretty awesome. The characters you have to use this, you can make a pretty decent starting five from this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You'll be fine. And then this is the DNA you get. Obviously, you really only want to get the DNA for the Mutanimals. These other four characters, like what is, especially like Kirby, that's lame. Mondo's like a whatever, and then those two, who cares? But yeah, so this was much longer than I expected it to be. I expected it to be a little bit shorter. But yeah, so again, very high level. Do Classic Carnage if you can do Classic Shredder and Krang. Otherwise, maybe just farm Rocksteady Bebop and then be done with it. Girl Power, I would skip totally, except maybe for April and Fox Girl. Rise of Technodrome is hard as hell, so only do that if you have the team for that. Allies, do allies. Wrath's Rage is going to be super difficult. You may want to pass on that. And then Vigilantes, you should be good on that one. So let me know if you like this. It's sort of the start of the week. This is what you should be doing. Tournament is also April. I did forget to mention her. Do her if you don't have her 5 stars, but only if you can get like 30 or more or 25 or more DNA. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. Let me know if you like this. Otherwise, I will never do this again, but hopefully you do. And keep it locked here for more TMNT, more video game stuff. And my name is F Dash. This is Legends, and I'll check you guys out next time on F Dash TV. Take it easy.